Hi Star Seeds, welcome back. So if you're someone who is suffering from PMS and cramps, then you know how difficult it is and how it affects the quality of your life. Now, a lot of women think that these negative symptoms associated with their period is normal. According to Alisa, Vitti, the author of In the Flow, this is not true. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the 4 phases of a woman's 28 to 30-day cycle. And by honoring these phases in terms of what foods you're going to eat during each phase will help you have a better period experience. Before we get into the video, if you're enjoying our videos, do subscribe to the channel and also leave a comment down below and let us know where you're watching from. We love engaging with you guys. So let's get into the 4 phases of a woman's cycle. So it's pretty funny how a man's cycle is only 24 hours, but a woman's cycle is 28 to 30 days. So this video is important for men too, so that you guys can understand what your wife or girlfriend or friend is going through throughout the month and all of the hormonal fluctuations that take place that can affect mood. All right, let's get into the 4 phases of a woman's cycle. The first phase we're going to start with is the menstrual phase. And in case you didn't know, the 4 phases are the menstrual phase, the follicular phase, ovulatory, and luteal. So let's get into the menstrual phase. So in the menstrual phase, so this phase is known in traditional Chinese medicine as the coldest phase of your month, okay? So this is essentially your winter. You're going to want to be eating a lot of warming foods. Don't eat raw foods in this phase. You want to boil or bake or steam your foods and just warm up your body as much as you can. Now, at this time, your hormones are plummeting, okay? Your hormones are crashing, so you need to eat foods to elevate your progesterone and testosterone levels. Foods that are high in amino acids and proteins. Now, if you're not vegan or vegetarian, that can mean pork for you. If you're pescatarian, you can eat a lot of seafood, a variety of seafood, and also kelp and nori will really help replenish your minerals. You can have buckwheat, which is a great alternative, as well as kidney beans. And all these foods will really help you elevate your progesterone and testosterone levels. So also you want to be eating foods that are low on the glycemic index. So things like blackberries and raspberries that will keep your mood stable and will help you avoid any dips in energy. So the next phase we're going to be talking about is the follicular phase. And this is the phase where your hormones are kind of on the rise and you want to be eating plant-based foods that mimic estrogen because we still want to help our body sort of elevate that estrogen a little bit more. So estrogen mimicking foods would be foods like sprouted beans, zucchini, kimchi, sauerkraut, all of these foods. Now these have estrogen mimicking properties in them, right? I would not recommend that you eat these foods when your estrogen levels are already high because then you would have an excess in estrogen. So foods, again, like sprouted beans, zucchini, string beans, and carrots, sauerkraut, these are all great options. Now, it's interesting that in the ovulatory phase, this phase is actually the warmest phase of all the phases, according to traditional Chinese medicine. So you're going to want to consume a lot of raw foods. Foods like spinach, tomato, leafy greens, raspberries, strawberries, all of these foods will help cool you down, but also your hormones at this point, your estrogen levels are actually quite high, so you're feeling good. Just be careful that the estrogen doesn't go too high and then you have an excess of estrogen in the body. So that's why we're eating a lot of raw foods here to help your liver flush out any excess estrogen. And for those who have excess estrogen during this phase will most likely break out or have acne. This is a symptom. So if that happens, just keep in mind, eat a lot of those raw foods to help flush out and just give your liver a little push. So the next phase that we're going to be talking about is the luteal phase. And this is the phase right before you get your period. It's actually the longest phase. It's about 10 days. And it can be really, really difficult for a lot of women at this time. You're probably going to be craving a lot of chips or ice cream or junk food. And the rule here is that you should be eating twice as many calories as you're normally eating. You really need to eat as much as you can and have a lot of carbs, but good carbs. So like things like sweet potatoes or brown rice, you really need to fill up. This is not the time to be dieting because it can really affect your mood and affect the next phase. So just remember to eat as many calories as you can and have healthy carbs like sweet potatoes, root vegetables, brown rice, foods that are high in magnesium so that you can remedy the water retention that happens during this time. So a lot of bloating that takes place. High magnesium foods or supplements can really help you combat that, as well as B vitamins that will really help you raise your progesterone levels at this point. So just remember, don't snack on those chips. Instead, reach for a whole bowl of sweet potatoes and rice, and make sure you're taking your magnesium and just eating foods rich in vitamin B, as this phase is the phase where we want to snack. So eating foods rich in good carbohydrates will really help keep your dopamine and serotonin levels stable. If you guys are interested and want to know more about Alisa Vitti's book, I can leave the link in the description box below. It's a wonderful book, and if you read it, you'll also gain a little bit of insight as to many different things regarding the phases of a woman's cycle and how you can accommodate, not only through food, but through exercise as well. What kind of exercise is best for each phase. So you'll gain a lot of knowledge, and I'm 100% sure that it will help you on your period journey, as it has helped mine a lot. And that's why I'm making this video, so that I can help you as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying our videos, and do leave a comment down below. Let me know which country you are watching from. Okay, I'll see you next time.